Every complaint is a confession, not of pain, but of powerlessness. When you complain, you say to the world, "I'm not in control." And the Stoic, the warrior of the inner world, never accepts that, not for a second. Control begins where complaining ends. Let's begin. A complaint is a statement of surrender, wrapped in emotion, masquerading as insight. It says, "I'm suffering, and I refuse to act." But the Stoic rejects that identity, because to complain is to claim weakness. And every time you repeat that story, you make it real. You feed the lie that you're not in control. But you are. You always are. If not of events, then of your response, your breath, your focus, your next step. The moment you stop complaining, you start reclaiming. Marcus Aurelius faced plagues and betrayals quietly. Why can't you face Monday? He was emperor of Rome, and yet life did not spare him. Plagues ravaged his empire. His generals betrayed him. His children died. His friends turned to enemies. And still, no complaints. Just reflection. Just action. Just order. Written in the pages of his meditations. Marcus never said, "This isn't fair." He said, "This is nature. This is the task. So what's your excuse? A hard week? A bad boss? Traffic?" The Stoic doesn't scale his strength to the size of the problem. He scales it to the size of his responsibility. Victimhood kills motivation. When you see yourself as a victim, you remove yourself from the driver's seat. You let circumstances decide your life. Victimhood feels safe, but it's a prison. It protects your ego while killing your growth. The Stoic knows you are not helpless. You are simply distracted. Your power isn't gone, It's just aimed in the wrong direction. Shift your attention from the problem to the possibility. Victimhood ends where ownership begins. Blame is a distraction. Blame is easy. Blame is emotional sugar. It feels good, but it keeps you weak. Every second you spend blaming is a second you could have spent building. Blame your past, and you stop shaping your future. Blame your boss, and you stop leading yourself. Blame the system, and you forget that even systems can be outworked. The Stoic doesn't point fingers. He points inward and says, "What can I do now to change this?" That's power. That's ownership. That's stoicism. The Stoic filter: if it's outside your control, let it go. There is a boundary, a sacred line. What's inside it, You influence. What's outside it? You don't. And the Stoic lives by this filter. Traffic? Outside. Let it go. The market? Outside. Let it go. Your thoughts? Your habits? Your principles? Inside. Own them. Shape them. Command them. Peace isn't found by fixing the world. It's found by filtering it and only keeping what's yours to control. You can always control response. This is the secret. You may not choose what happens, but you always choose what it means. Viktor Frankl said, "Everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances." That's stoicism. That's freedom. The world can steal your plans. It can't steal your discipline. It can't take your reason. It can't silence your choice. The response is yours. Always. Emotion must serve, not rule. Anger is energy, but untrained it's chaos. Sadness is truth, but indulged it becomes an anchor. Emotion is a tool, not a master. The Stoic uses emotion to inform his action, not replace it. He breathes, he pauses, then he strikes. The man who acts from clarity always beats the man who acts from rage. Let emotion be the servant, not the ruler. Each complaint is a missed opportunity. You only get so many breaths. Why waste them on complaint? That energy could have been movement. That sentence could have been a decision. That thought could have been a plan. Complaints feel productive, but they produce nothing. They are motion without movement. The Stoic speaks less and does more. That's how he wins. Silence builds inner strength. Words are easy. Silence is strength. When others rant, the Stoic listens. When others spiral, he reflects. He doesn't perform strength. He embodies it quietly, daily. You want self-control? Then speak less. Pause more. Act deliberately. Silence isn't weakness. It's power under control. Be a creator, not a complainer. Creation is the antidote to despair. Create your habits. Create your response. Create your mindset. Create your day. The complainer reacts. The creator moves. Control isn't given. It's earned, built, claimed. You are not here to observe. You are here to lead. Starting with yourself. Be a force, not a mouthpiece. Be a maker, not a victim. Be the one who moves mountains without making noise. The world will always give you reasons to complain, but the Stoic is done needing reasons. He doesn't want to feel powerful. He wants to be powerful. And power doesn't speak, it moves. This is your line in the sand. Today, you stop complaining and you start controlling. Join Oren Mindset, where warriors train their minds, master their emotions, and stop waiting for someone else to save them. Subscribe now. Rise daily. Speak less, act more, because control isn't in what happens, it's in what you do next. This is the way of Oren Mindset.